Hey, okay, I see we have a little while before people are coming in. All right. Yeah, I am DF, and welcome to my Thanksgiving live stream. And I am recording live from my brand new recording setup, so things probably sound a heck of a lot better than they did in the last live stream. Yeah, I'm in here. I am in between four really huge sound blankets. Well, five if you count the one at the top. That one's courtesy of my parents because it was left over from the move. And yeah, and also I got a new table here, which I can put my laptop and a notebook and my microphone on. Okay, actually, it's an old table. It's my parents'. They thought that it would work. And I'm in my spinny chair, which is not new at all. I've had this thing for years, my pink spinny chair. You'll probably see it more because I'm going to be doing a reaction video later, so you'll get a better view of what everything looks like in this new recording booth. But yeah, I know everything sounds so good. I can't hear my parents at all. It's awesome. Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna wait a little bit for people to come in. While we're waiting, I just want to remind everybody that 10% of my earnings from this podcast, from live streams to patron donations and Redbubble sales, will be donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping children suffering from terminal illnesses in making their last wishes come true. Yeah, I've supported this foundation for a while, and it's something I've been doing. Yeah, I'm making it an annual thing. Okay, and I just want to point out that while you can ask questions for free in this particular live stream, any voice requests I will be doing in return for donations. If you'll look in the bottom of the screen, you'll see a gift button. And if you click on that, you'll have lots of options for what Podbean calls gold beans. Okay, so it doesn't make it totally clear. I wish they had a guide for the gift things, but let me just explain how that works. Okay, so pod points. Okay, yeah, pod points, it works like this. For every 100 pod points I get $1. And gold beans, which is what you have in these live stream donations in the gifts you'll see there, 200 gold beans equals $1, meaning 2 gold beans equals 1 pod point. That make any sense? Okay, so I'm going to be doing, I'm going to send some prices here. So for any one sentence voice requests, like if you want me to say, "Hi, how you doing?" in a certain character's voice, a minimum of 100 beans, which is 50 cents, just so you know. And anything longer than that is, speaking wise, is 200 beans. You could just press the 100 beans button twice, which equals $1, such as like long improv or a monologue. And the minimum for any singing requests, I see that someone was asking about that, 280 gold beans. There is a button for that, you will see. And let me just say ahead of time, I don't know what Running in the 90s or Deja Vu is as a song. And so before you spend any money on that, I don't know those songs. Yeah, if I don't know the songs, I might have to ask you to choose another song, because then I'd be spending too much time trying to figure out what that song is. All right. Or you could just give a gift just because. You can even just hit that 5 gold bean thing, which is actually like 2.5 cents. Yeah, I realize this is a bit more pricey, but I'm trying to squeeze in some room for donations, because face it, if I only got like 2.5 cents, then that would be very little to give to Make-A-Wish. And I just want to say that next month in December, I'm going to be doing another live stream. This one will be solely for charity. And yeah, it'll be more pricey for that one, because the purpose of that is to collect donations for Make-A-Wish. And in there, I will be joined by other voice actors that you may be familiar with. True Sailor Comet, Torterra 1324, and Cougar McDowell have already offered. And this may be subject to change if we can't all agree on the same time and day. And yeah, all the money from that live stream next month will go to Make-A-Wish. And let's keep these voice requests PG. I don't really want to say anything obscene. Trying to avoid swearing here. And one more announcement before I start answering questions. I have some new merchandise on Redbubble. A lot of them have to do with inclusion for the holidays, making some holiday shirts not just for Christians, but Hindus, Buddhists, Muslims, and Jews. Specifically, if you want your religion represented, let me know, and let me know what kind of symbols and colors you think would be appropriate. And also, I've got some Ace merch ready for the holidays. Redbubble will be having Black Friday sales. I suggest that you take advantage of that, but I'll just point out that my royalties will still remain the same amount as for any regular sales. So, and 10% will still be going to Make-A-Wish. Oh, I see that Steve Samuels 3 has already sent some gifts. Gifts of 29 pod points. That is very sweet. Thank you very much. Like I said, I want to, looking for a minimum of 100 beans, which is 50 cents for 1 sentence voice requests, and anything longer that is 200 beans, which is $1. And a minimum for singing is 280 beans, which is $1.40. I know it's pricey, but I want to be able to get that 10% in for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Okay, so Bella Pink Savage had a question back here. Let me just rewind the chat a bit. If I can. Oh, man, it's stuck. It's stuck. Oh, come on. Okay, I think the question was, what am I doing for Thanksgiving? Well, first of all, my brother's coming home for Thanksgiving vacation. He's coming back from college. Yeah, and now that we're living in a retirement village that has a community center in the neighborhood, my parents signed up for this Thanksgiving buffet, and I really lobbied to have Thanksgiving off because my dad had set it for a time which would make it impossible for me to go to work. Yeah, and also my brother wanted to see Frozen 2, and since I work in a movie theater, I can get two free passes for a showtime. And I'm like, oh, but that's such a hard movie to get into because we've been selling out theaters all weekend for that. So, yeah, we're going to see Frozen 2, and we're going to go to a late showing, which we'll be more likely to get seats for. Okay, so question from Steve Samuels 3. Do you prefer white turkey, dark turkey, or ham? I like a mix of white and dark turkey, and I especially like to have it with stuffing. Ham, I'd say I'm more partial to turkey. Ham I will have, but I like turkey better. I see Bella Pink Savage. Yeah, you like the mention that I had on Frozen 2. I can't wait for it either. You know, everyone keeps asking at the box office if I'd seen it yet. I'm like, nope, I've been too busy manning the box office here to make sure you guys see it. Because, you know, employees aren't allowed to book their seats so far ahead of time, so I need to wait until the storm dies down a little bit. Yes, storm dies down. Pun very much intended. And yes, I have been trying to avoid spoilers. I haven't even listened to the songs that have been released since then. And, like, I know that song Into the Unknown was released early on the soundtrack. I so try not to listen to that. I did see a couple of the preview clips, which usually don't reveal too much. And I can say it looks fun already. I have mentioned some of my speculations about Frozen 2 in the episode about the first Frozen movie. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do, figuring out where Elsa's powers come from, which I assume is what's happening from what I've seen in the trailers. And I'm also curious if there are other beings, like maybe if there's someone with fall-like powers or summer-like powers or spring powers. I'm still going with my original theory from the first Frozen movie that Anna will have summer-like powers. You know, because actually, I think it's official that Anna was born in the summer and Elsa was born in the winter, like on the two different solstices. Yeah, so I really I really can't wait to see what they're gonna do. And what's with the pink fire, though? I'm not sure what you're talking about, because... yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about with that, Bella. In the movie, the pink fire? Huh, good question. The trailer, yeah, I must have missed that part. Because I don't remember it. I don't know, maybe it's from... like my theory on all the seasons having different mistresses or masters, who knows? Because that's kind of the theme that Hans Christian Andersen was going for. Okay, yeah, those are my speculations on Frozen 2. I will be doing a full review of it once I see the movie, but that will be only for patrons. So, if you're not a patron already, go to my podcast page and click that green button. Okay, so Steve Samuels 3 says, "So DF, is fall your favorite season, or do you prefer one of the others?" Fall is definitely not my favorite season because that's when I get a lot of allergies, and also it's flu season coming up, which reminds me I need to get my flu shot. Yeah, I think it's kind of difficult. It used to be winter because I loved snow, but now I've gotten a cold so many more times, and when there's not enough snow falling, I don't get to enjoy winter as much as I used to. Well, winter also has my birthday, but still, definitely not spring. So I guess by process of elimination, it's summer. Because then the weather is consistently hot and not changing, and I know that every day I can just wear a t-shirt and shorts. And yeah, I guess summer's my favorite. I can't say that I have it off anymore, because actually summer is when it's busiest at the movie theater. Yeah, summer. In summer! That was a freebie for you guys. Alright, so I guess this one's doesn't have a lot, but it was before. I guess 9 p.m. was a very... Yeah, I guess 9 p.m. was a better time for the live stream than 7 p.m. was. I was trying to see if this different time would do anything. Okay, so Bella Pink Savage asks, did you get Disney Plus and did you see the live action Lady and the Tramp yet? I did not get Disney Plus, which may sound surprising. Well, the thing is, my family's already subscribed to a whole lot of other streaming apps, and I think to start another streaming app would kind of be a lot. Also, I'm trying to watch what I spend. And no, I have not seen the live action Lady and the Tramp, though I have seen some of the previews. And may I say, I'm really glad that they made Jim Deere and Darling an interracial couple, especially in the time that this movie was set. I feel like that's going to add more into the overall theme because, Lady and the Tramp are from different social ladders. I mean, they're dogs, but they're from different worlds, and you can actually compare that to interracial relationships. In when did the movie take place? Like, I think the early 1900s. That would have. Yeah, that's when interracial couples would have faced a whole lot of problems. Okay, Steve Samuels 3 asks, have you seen Kronk's New Groove? I have. I actually really enjoyed it when I was a kid. And you gotta love Kronk. Kronk was like pretty much the best character in the entire Emperor's New Groove movie, and I'm pretty sure all the 90s kids know what I'm talking about. It was, 90s and early 2000s kids. Kronk was the best, and that was like our introduction to Patrick Warburton, and would later do a whole lot of other voices we would soon know. Oh, and do I know the song Feel Like a Million? I kind of do. I'd probably have to relook up the lyrics, but I think I remember the melody. I'd have to refresh my memory real quick, actually. I think I do know that. But I did enjoy that movie, actually, and I thought Kronk's little love interest. Actually, his love interest was kind of cute. Like, let me see that. Yeah, okay, so song prices is 280 gold beans, which translates to $1.40. And okay, Bella Pink Savage DF, have you seen The Greatest Showman yet? I have not, though I do know the Other Side song. And that is because I did a cover with one of my patrons for Beauties and Beasts, actually. Okay. All right. So clearly the song. Okay. So clearly the song prices are kind of low. So I think I'll just make it a total. Because I don't have a lot of followers right now in this live stream, I'll just put it down to make it 100 gold beans for any voice request, which is 50 cents. Okay, let me see. Okay, feel like a million lyrics. Yeah, let's see if I could just. Yeah, give me a second. Meanwhile, listen to the elevator music. He wants to. Okay, I think I. Okay, I'm trying. I'm reviewing this. Okay. Okay, I got wants to come on up to your house. Have some supper. What will you serve it on, Kronk? Plastic tupper? You don't even own a fixer-upper. Me to help you to help him. Help me to help you to help. I need gold, Kronk! I mean, you need gold. So sign your name on this line. Avoid disaster. Just faster. Win Poppy's love with a pile of plaster. Help me to help you help him. And then you'll hear him say, hey, hey, I'm milking the Milky Way. I'm loving this lovely day. And I feel like a million. Rousey row. This cat is back and how. I'm taking my big time bow when I'm feeling like a million. A million, a million, a million. Okay, is that enough? Because I'm struggling with this. Yeah, that was terrible. I am so sorry. I tried to do that while I was listening to the song at the same time. Yeah, boy. Yeah, that was terrible. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna lower the price to 50 cents minimum. Just for this live stream. Okay. If it makes you feel better, I can do a different song just for a freebie because that was so bad. Yeah. Let me do a song for free because that one was so bad. Back to music. Okay, so after that awkwardness, okay, trying to think. Okay, well, it's Thanksgiving, so maybe, Oh, any songs from Phineas and Ferb you know well? Let me see. Oh yeah, how about this one? Bow chicka bow wow, that's what my baby said. Meow meow meow, and my heart starts pumping. Chicka chicka choo wow, never gonna stop. Get you goo means that I love you. I'm saying bow chicka bow wow, that's what my baby said. Meow meow meow, and my heart starts pumping. Chicka chicka choo wow, never gonna stop. Get you goo means that I love you. Get you goo means that I love you. Get you goo means that I love you, baby, baby, baby. Oh, baby. Get you goo means that I love you. That one more satisfying? Yeah. Okay. That was a freebie for you guys. Okay. So now I'm making it 50 cents minimum for any voice requests, which translates to 100 gold beans. Yeah, okay. Because we don't have many people in the chat today. Okay. All right. So, I'm thinking for a moment that there are many things that I'm thankful for. Oh wait. Okay, back to questions. Have you had Bojangles before? I have not. I know who Bojangles is, though. I mean, I know it's a restaurant and that Bojangles was originally a tap dancer. I have not had it before. It's not really a restaurant that's around here, actually. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I didn't answer much. Okay, okay, Bella Pink Savage, hey DF, have you ever been prank called? How did you react? Okay, oh, I remember once that, you know, I was sleeping in on the Saturday. I think this back in like 10th grade or something, or was it 9th grade? Anyway, and my little brother comes in, and he was like in middle school at the time. He's like, Rachel, somebody is calling you on the phone here. And it's like, oh, whatever. I've said my first name before. And I like pick up the phone. I'm all sleepy. I'm like, hello? And like, hey, Rachel, this is Devin. And this is like this creepy guy who rides the bus with me. And so I'm like wondering how he got my cell phone number because I didn't give it out willingly. And you want to know how I reacted? I just freaking hung up. Yeah, that's what happened. I just freaking hung up. That's how I reacted to it. I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. I do get a lot of, you know, insurance calls and stuff. I do. Those I hang up on a lot, though. If I'm feeling in the mood, I will start speaking in like French or something, or Spanish and go like, no habla inglés, just to kind of mess with them. Yeah. Or je ne comprends pas, I don't understand. Yeah. So I either hang up or just start speaking in a foreign language. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's a fun question. Okay, I see. Okay, on a more personal level, do you feel that Pokemon quality is up to snuff despite the fact that it lacks many elements of modern RPGs? What? Okay, I'm not a big Pokemon fan. That's really something to ask my brother, because... Oh. Yeah, because I don't really know what you mean by that. I did watch some of the movies back in the 2000s with my brother. I did find some joy in them. Yeah, and then I remember getting so annoyed at Team Rocket every time they got into that monologue. I'm like, we've heard this a million times. Shut up. Yeah, actually, I think they were the part I liked the most in what little I had seen of Pokemon. Yeah, they were really they were fun. Yeah, they were just so bad at their job. It kind of made me want them to catch Pokemon. Yeah, so that was fun. G 4.5, yeah. Okay, so all right, have you seen the commercial revealing the Chibi MLP side series? You know what? I've not seen the commercial in full. I've seen like screenshots and people talking about it. So I don't know. I'm kind of scared to look, to be honest. I'm scared to look. I'm very scared to look. Yeah, sorry, my answers are not very interesting now. Oh! I'm seeing some more gifts. How many was that? It was, that'll settle my OCD. Okay. Alright, was there like was there a certain voice request you wanted me to do with all that? Okay, Steve Samuel 3, not really. Go wild with a My Little Pony character at the DMV. I actually went to the DMV not too long ago. Okay, let's see. Hi there. So I kind of need to get a new driver's license. I know we got this new law where you can't take a commercial flight with using your driver's license. You need the whole real ID thing. So yeah, what do you mean I need like 2 proofs of address? I mean, I'm Applejack. I'm at Sweet Apple Acres. You don't know where I live? Come on, like I got at least 1 proof of address. Why do you need 2 of them? I mean, come on, you know where I live. Oh, okay, fine. I'll just, drive back to Sweet Apple Acres and get some other letter. You're open for like another. Wait, you're closing in like 20 minutes? Well, then what do you expect me to do? Oh, jeez. That's actually based on my last experience at the DMV. I ended up getting my real ID just fine, but I was so frustrated because I didn't realize you had needed like 2 proofs of address in order to get a new license. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so I'll go into what I was trying to say with Thanksgiving. What I'm thankful for. Well, I'm very thankful for my parents and letting me stay here and letting me totally leech off of all their food, pretty much, and letting me letting me live here and helping me with setting up this recording studio, because let me tell you, it would not have been easy to do it on my own. I mean, this thing is tall, just saying. And I want to thank them for being so supportive on what I'm doing and not pressuring me to move out. In fact, I think they're kind of bribing me by letting me live here in this bigger house. And they keep saying that they don't want me to leave, because if I leave, the cat will leave, because the cat is technically mine. Okay, Steve Samuels 3 asks, by the way, a question from an author: how do you choose voices for your OCs you make for your stories? When you read them and all, how do you picture them? Like, how do I choose voice actors, or just how, like, the style of dialogue that I'm writing for them? Is that the question? Or like how I picture, or how I think their voices sound like. Okay, when you read it through, how do you imagine they speak? Funny enough, a thing with me is I have no idea why the music just stopped. There we go. The thing with me, when I'm writing dialogue, I will voice a lot of it aloud. So, yeah. Especially with My Little Pony, I just kind of voice it to myself. And might be why a whole lot of original characters sound like me. yeah, that might be weird. I think in the case of fanfics, like in Daughter of Discord, I kind of like with lightning and thunder, I kind of use Rainbow Dash as a base and just kind of, put their own style to it. Like Prism, she kind of looks like a tiny clone of Rainbow Dash in the way I had just described her, and she sounds that way in some ways, but I kind of think in her of having them as a more sensitive Rainbow Dash, which kind of goes into the dialogue I write for her. Obviously, if they're Southern, I kind of have the drawl there with the y'all and the inkling and guessing and doc and stuff. Yeah, I think, what I can't, well, yeah, I pretty much voice them aloud, and once I come up with the characters' personalities, then and knowing the relationships with each other, their dialogue becomes easier. Or actually, one thing I could say about the novel I'm writing right now, like I have the main character who is a 12-year-old girl who doesn't remember much. So I kind of think of her as a Alice without the British accent. Like how she's she's asking a whole lot of questions all the time. So she's like that curious child, and who's also scared, and just kind of, and and I have a fairy who I imagine with an Irish accent, though since technically this is a fantasy world and Ireland doesn't exist, I kind of have him just soft-spoken, and that's how I write the dialogue. And then I have this old unicorn who's like this elderly voice that I imagine, elderly but strong voice, like a Pierce Brosnan voice, I guess. And then I have this mermaid who kind of is, she lashes out a lot, and at first it comes off as that angry teenager. So yeah, that's once I got their personalities down, that's when their voices start coming to light. Okay, Steve Samuels 3. Am I allowed to plug my Fanfiction name so you could read my stories? Like, do you mean read your stories aloud in the live stream, or just read them in my spare time? Because you're welcome to leave your Fanfiction username, and I could read them. No, on your own time. Yeah, okay. If you want, that can be a voice request. I can read a couple lines from your fanfics. I'd be up for that. Yeah. Probably not a whole chapter, because I don't want it taking up the whole stream. Stream. Blah. Okay. So I know we got a couple of new people coming into the chat. I want to remind you that for voice requests, whether singing or speaking, I have a minimum of 50 cents, which is actually 100 gold beans. So yeah, if there's something you want me to do in a voice, it doesn't actually have to be My Little Pony voice. Like, I've actually, people tell me I'm kind of good at Spinel, and I think that kind of comes with the Harley Quinn impression I do in my free time. Okay, Steve Samuels 3 says the name is Salt Rider the Levia Pony. Okay, good to know. Keep that in mind. Yeah. Actually, funny story. A long time ago, when I was still fresh in the Brony fandom, I was trying to do more VAs, and I had gotten a part as Derpy Quinn, and this was like a ponyfied voice acting project for Batman Arkham Arkham City, and I was Derpy Quinn, and that didn't really go off the ground, but that's kind of where I got the Derpy voice, like practicing those lines. Yeah. I think because, she's got that sort of New Yorker accent, and I can understand where you kind of get the derpy in there. Yeah. Okay, so Bella Pink Savage, just curious, does anyone you know in real life call you DF, or is it just your online nickname? Okay, yeah, DF is pretty much my online nickname, and people call me by my first name in public. In private, though you know what, a lot of the people I work with, Daughter and Discord, they still call me DF in private, and I don't mind. Like, I would still call them like True Sailor Comment, I call True, and you know what, we actually considered, now that Daughter of Discord's over, should we start calling each other by our first names? Like, yeah, I don't mind, but DF is mostly my online nickname. Okay, by the way, how good's your Crush 40 rep? Because I'd like to hear you sing Dreams of an Absolution just up to the second verse. My Crush 40 rep? I don't know what that is. I am so sorry that I don't know a lot of these songs. I am so sorry. Sonic music. Like Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh god, I must sound like total dork, total loser right now. Oh, brother. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I must sound like a loser. I don't know half the songs that anybody's talking about. I'm so sorry. You got something else? Oh, hey, Bella, oh, I see. Okay, this is cute. Steve Samuel 3 is asking Bella if she wants a free voice acting request. You are very generous today, Steve. Thank you very much. Alright. So, I guess it's your choice, Bella. What am I singing or saying? Okay. Too bad don't got the... She's gonna think for a while. Too bad I don't have the Jeopardy music on here. Why don't they? Well, I guess it's copyrighted, so... Just go... Bum. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Okay, so the request is sing a bit of Almost There as Applejack. You know what? I've actually considered doing that. Okay, so... All right, get the mic a little further away because this is a really big singing one. Okay. Granny, I don't have time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. I ain't got time for messing around, and it's not my style. This old town can slow you down, people taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going. I'm getting closer and closer every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People down here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, I've had my share. There ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. Woo! Bella Pink Savage, I will gladly draw the thumbnail for you, DF. Oh yeah, I'd go for that. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, I do love that song. With Annika Noni Rose, she has a really amazing voice. Why don't more people talk about that movie? It's a really good movie. Yeah, I think actually was nominated for an Oscar, but didn't win for some reason. Shame. Yeah, that's definitely a cover to do. I gotta catch up on my covers. Yeah, I was kind of waiting on the new recording space, so I was holding off on covers. Okay, so Steve Samuels 3. Hey DF, a question about stories. Which is better, a story of someone becoming a lesbian or a lesbian coming out of the closet? All right, hold on for a moment, because nobody becomes a lesbian. It's not really becoming a lesbian, it's realizing you're a lesbian. And, well, in that sense, they don't really, you're right, they don't really come in hand. I mean, usually coming out of the closet happens after you've realized you become a lesbian. Of course it does. You don't really come out of the closet and realize that you're straight. Yeah. But I don't know. I think they're really part of the same story. Like realizing your sexuality, and you're going to probably want to tell somebody. And it can be scary. But you don't become a lesbian or a gay person or an asexual. It's like, it's something that you are, and it's all a matter of realizing it. Like it is something physical, and that you have to figure out on your own. Like there's no real guidebook to knowing. Just gotta figure it out, and based on how you feel. And it is kind of an important story in a person's life, and it's kind of a shame that a lot of the times it just gets shoehorned in, like no one really just explores it a lot. I mean, some movies and TV shows do it well, like in Supergirl. I think they did really well with Kara's sister Alex, when realizing that she liked women, and then started a relationship with this woman that she connected with, which made me so happy, because actually I was shipping them before she even realized that she was gay. And also I think Riverdale did it pretty good too. Steve Samuels 3. It does seem weird to just insert LGBT ideals into a series. Cough Star Wars cough. It does seem weird. Like, there is tokenism, which can happen for any minority, and sometimes it can be forced. But in the other sense, it's kind of good that it can be normal. It can be normalized. Like, take Steven Universe. Like they don't really force those relationships at all. And Mary Sue's too. Yes, that does happen a lot in Star Wars. I will say I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm still seeing it though, because I want to take at least somebody with me for free when Star Wars comes out. Yeah, my family will definitely want me to take them. Okay, so Steve Samuels 3 had just given another donation, and offering for Bella Pink Savage to make a request. And we're waiting on that request. Yeah, just another point. Inclusion is important, but you also don't want to make it feel forced. With any relationship, like, you don't want to make it feel forced. I'm kind of guilty of doing that in a lot of Daughter of Discord. Not just with Lightning and Aquafresh. If you want me to be honest, the only reason that happened was like people were asking, so who's Lightning Dash with? And I'm like, I don't know. The only OC I got left is Aquafresh. And then it kind of just built on from there. I think the voice actors really developed that relationship more than I did, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. So the voice request is Applejack admitting her feelings to Spike. Do it. That is a good point, because I actually did not do that in Bride and Daughter of Discord. I mean, I had done it in the Discord dating game. Actually, right. You know what? Maybe I could find that. Like, let me pull it up. Like, I'd written that a while ago. Like Applejack's confession to Spike. Actually, there's quite a number of those. There's the one in Chick's Pony 12th Night. There's the one in the Lavender Arrow. I need to finish the Lavender Arrow. Jeez, I've been so focused on like my villainous fanfic and the villainous fanfic and the what was I saying? And my original novel that I haven't really updated my pony fix. And I'm sorry for that. Okay, see, did you... Yeah, I know, okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna pull up the words that I wrote back in 2013. That's freaking 6 years ago. Really? I suddenly feel so old. Why do I feel so old? Okay, Okay. Spike, the truth is I kind of like you. It's true. I've had a crush on you for years, but I can never do anything about it because of her. I thought it was just a slight attraction, but it wouldn't go away. You're generous, noble, hardworking, and just plain adorable. Sometimes I think I might be in love with you, Spike. Okay. I'm about to cry. Oh my god. Yeah, I know Apple Dash is official now, but I still love writing Applejack and Spike. I can live with my fantasies. Alternate universes exist. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I suppose on that subject, I suppose Hasbro had kind of been hinting at Apple Dash for a while, but in their defense, they couldn't. Lauren Faust had kind of insisted that the main six wouldn't really get into romantic relationships, so that's probably why they didn't do much development with the relationships they ended up getting into at the very end. They probably thought, oh, now it's a finale. Now we can set them up with someone at this last second. I'm not angry at it. I think the reason that they did Big Mac and Sugar Belle was so that they could develop some relationship. Because Big Mac's not one of the main six. They could totally do that. Though, considering I already shipped Fluttercorn and Cheese Pie, I really wasn't angry about that. It was kind of hinted at. Yeah, and Pinkie Pie got married to Cheese. Because face it, how many ponies are going to be able to put up with Pinkie Pie's craziness? He understands her, and she understands him. Like, especially in the most recent episode with Cheese Sandwich, The Last Laugh. I watched. Like when Cheese Sandwich said, "You're looking for your life's purpose too? Well, come on, let's go do it together." We were both like, "Oh my god, are they actually gonna go off together?" I mean, they didn't, but I guess they decided to get together later. And, oh god, I'm ranting. I'm ranting about ships. Yeah, boy, I can never just be totally neutral with ships. Isn't that crazy? Ugh. Oh, audio, hello. Oh god, are there audio issues, guys? Did I cut off for a second? Oh, I am so sorry. I don't know what happened there. Okay, anyway, the bottom line of that, Cheese Sandwich, Pinkie Pie, I liked it. I liked it. Maybe they didn't develop it, probably because children's show, and they didn't want to make it look like every every girl had to get married. I'm kind of satisfied. Actually, it's kind of interesting that they didn't have Rarity end up with someone, because she'd been the one who'd been the most interested in dating. So that was, I mean, I think that's pretty cool, actually. That even though she'd been so interested in dating, she ended up just continuing to be a strong, independent businesswoman. So it's pretty cool. Yona and Sandbar was cute. They kind of developed that a little bit. Okay. Hey, DF. Google Galarian, Ponyta, and Rapidash. You're welcome. What the hell is that? Sorry I said hell. I've been watching too much Hasbro Hotel. Totally different ballgame from My Little Pony. Galarian Ponyta. Oh, I see. It's a pony-themed Pokemon. Oh, it's very cute. Rapidash, so I'm trying to see exactly what Google's being weird. And Rapidash. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're trying to tell me that it looks like Princess Celestia. Okay. Right. Well, this looks somewhat like Princess Celestia. Yeah, I mean, they kind of made fun of that in Gravity Falls, too. They had a unicorn that looked a lot like Princess Celestia. Okay. Oh, I see that Geo Wiz has entered the chat. Hey, Geo. If you guys don't remember, Geo is one of the people I worked with on the Saturday Morning Ponies projects. You kind of missed a bit. For 50 cents at least, which is 100 gold beans, that I am doing voice requests. It can be speaking improvs or speaking lines or singing a song. Yeah, I should, I'm thinking now that My Little Pony's over, maybe I should try doing some other impressions. Like, I know my uncle, like, he does a lot of Looney Tunes impressions. He'd actually auditioned for the Looney Tunes at one point when they were looking for replacement voice actors. Yeah, my parents tell me I do a pretty good Doofenshmirtz, even though I'm a girl. Yeah, Doofenshmirtz. Yes, Looney Tunes is still a thing. They still got shows going on. I mean it. Like, I will like just go over Doofenshmirtz's lines, and yeah, nobody believes me, so I'm just gonna Perry the Platypus, you are mine now. Perry the Platypus, what an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected. Yes, but then I have to go to a store and pick out from dozens of styles, and it just seemed like so much work. This will be far less complicated. I don't know why. He's a fun guy to quote, and he has like the most insane lines. Like I give props to Dan Povin. I don't know how to say his last name. But yeah, he's one of the creators of Phineas and Ferb. And I know he probably has a lot of fun doing Doofenshmirtz. Probably why he continued doing the character in Milo Murphy's Law. Yeah, okay. Oh, Gio has a question. Yay! I'm not sure if anyone asked this question yet, but have you seen animation and art for Pony Life? My nightmare reel. I have answered this question. I have not. Yeah, I have not seen it. I'm afraid to do it. Okay, Steve, I see you're putting a quote from Doofenshmirtz. I know I gave you the sample, but now and voice requests are gonna be 50 cents at least. 100 gold beans. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to look at the new My Little Pony Generation trailer. Yeah, I am. But I still imagine it's probably gonna be better than like Generation 3. Dun dun dun. Why don't they have a dun 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 audio effect here? That would be cool. Yeah. I know they at least have this. Yeah, they have a boo effect. Yeah, My Little Pony Generation 3. Yeah. Yeah, Generation 1 wasn't so bad. Yeah, you know, Generation 1, I'm gonna give that a clap. Okay, question from Steve. Would you write a fanfic with Minty Root from Generation 3? Yeah, I don't know who Minty Root is. Okay, I actually did not watch Generation 3, but I've seen a few clips of Generation 3. Minty Root. Oh my gosh, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of... When I hear Minty Root, I'm thinking of that marijuana pony. If you have not seen this on the news, someone called a cake store, I don't know where this was, and had asked them to make a Moana pony, as in Moana from Disney, but they'd heard it wrong, and they made a marijuana pony. Yeah, that really happened, and the person who made the cake was fired, and I'm like, yeah, Moana pony, but they heard marijuana. I'm like, oh my gosh. That you could find it on the internet, I think. Like the just marijuana cake pony. I mean, you probably get some other weird stuff going up. I know it doesn't sound right, but it actually happened. It happened. Oh boy. Okay, so now we're getting more listeners in the chat. Okay, future reference, probably 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. would be better to get a live stream. For new listeners, yeah, I am doing voice requests of speaking lines or singing lines for a minimum of 50 cents. You can donate more if you'd like to. And this is in gold beans, that is 100 gold beans. Yeah, okay. You know, we're still talking about Thanksgiving. I didn't go through my whole thankful list. I'm thankful for my kitty cat for always keeping me company and sitting on my lap. Yeah, she is very sweet. Yeah, Gracie Ann, she's very loyal. Every time I'm on the couch working on a computer, she will just come up and crawl on my lap. Sometimes she'll crawl in front of my laptop begging me to pet her because she's that starving for attention. I am thankful for my brother for probably being the most supportive of the family. I can't wait to see you, bro, when you come home for Thanksgiving. You know I'm going to be pestering you about a lot of stuff. I'm thankful for my bosses being chill. I've started working in a new movie theater now that I've moved. Would you be able to sing songs from JT Machinima? Okay, the fact that I can't say that should tell you a lot. I don't know what that is. I'm probably so boring. I don't know most of the songs that you want me to sing. I'm so sorry, Steve. Alright, and now I need to blow my nose. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm not thankful for ungrateful guests at the movie theater. Because yesterday, I was just blowing my nose because of allergies. And the lady who comes up saying, he's blowing his nose. I don't want him touching. Yeah, I don't want him touching my tickets. Yeah, an emphasis on the he. She called me a he at first. Even though I'd used hand sanitizer when I was after I'd blown my nose. She still wouldn't let me touch her tickets. Okay. Oh! Okay, yeah, I know Jessie's When She Loved Me song. Yeah, that's true. Okay, alright, so Bella Pink Savage. Out of the DoD prequels, which one is your favorite prequel, and why? I think, the favorite one that I worked on voice acting-wise was, and that's still in the process of the animatic part. I will get to that voice request in a moment. Just let me answer this question. The animatic was a different kind of family. That one felt more personal to write. I think Cinnamon Roll in the Bathroom, that actually might be the favorite overall, because I was exploring more of a character I didn't really get to explore much before. Yeah. Now there's an example of a ship that just kind of happened accidentally. I didn't feel forced for me because it just kind of happened. Yeah, the cinnamon roll and cherry. Spoilers. Okay, so now I got a request for singing When She Loved Me. Yeah, though I do need to pull up the lyrics. Like, I remember the melody just fine. Okay. Okay. Question though. Do you want me to just sing it regularly? When She Loved Me from Toy Story 2? Or do you want me to sing it in a particular character's voice? I'm willing to do either. I'll just sing it. I'll just sing it straight. Okay. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. Every hour spent together lives within my heart. And when she was sad, I was there to dry her tears. And when she was happy, so was I. When she loved me. Through the summer and the fall, we had each other, that was all. Just she and I together, like it was meant to be. And when she was lonely, I was there to comfort her. And I knew that she loved me. I can stop right there because, oh boy, that just reminded me. That reminded me of, like my first big crush on a girl. Like, oh god, I did not need that flashback right now. Gosh. Yeah. Let's just say she was a girl who made me realize I was bi-romantic. So yeah, and using that pronoun's like, oh boy. I remember I did do a PMV with that song, with Sunset and Twilight. Yeah. I'm ashamed that Hasbro didn't catch on to that ship, because I feel like if that had happened, it wouldn't have been forced. I think that, I really do ship that. Though I'm still kind of happy how at the finale, Twilight was that strong, independent leader, because that's actually how I originally wanted her to be. Before people were asking me, why isn't Twilight with anybody? And because I was such a suck up at that time. I just inserted Flash. Now there's forced shipping for you. Oh, here's a comment from GeoWiz. I actually saw the creators of Phineas and Ferb, Dan Povenmire and Swampy Marsh in person. And, oh god, why won't it let me scroll up? Let me scroll up! Okay, as well as the voice actor for Phineas, Vincent Martella, at D23 earlier this year. It was really fun. Oh, you went to D23, Geo? That is awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Now, I kind of made myself a goal. Do only like one convention a year. That is how I'm going, because I always end up spending way too much money on conventions. Well, specifically BronyCon, but now that BronyCon's over, I'll have to find a new convention. Who knows? Okay, Steve Samuels 3 asks, here's a question. Have you seen the Scientifically Accurate series from ADHD? I have not. What is it? I have not seen that series. Okay, and now I see people are talking about conventions. I see Steve wanted his OC to be made into a plush at BronyCon. Can't get it now. Yeah, I did that like way back. I think I did that in 2014 when I had Cutie Corral commission my OC as a plushie, and well, she's appeared in quite a few. Yeah, she's appeared in quite a few people. Okay, I actually see that someone is trying to call in here. Okay, so I'm kind of saving guests and call-ins for people I invite and also patrons. I'm kind of giving them priority on call-ins. I don't know who's calling. I didn't have time to look at the username. Yeah. Oh, I also had an OC plush commissioned for Mothball, though that one ended up taking over a year to finally deliver. And I was so happy when he delivered, when he arrived before the final BronyCons. And then I was able to take him to the final Daughter of Discord panel. Yeah, so now I got Screwball and Mothball plushies. Yay! I love Mothball. He's probably one of my favorite OCs that I've created. Oh yeah, make them kiss. Make the plushies kiss. Okay, I promise I'll probably do that in some live video. You know what? I'm going to be doing a reaction to Hell of a Boss soon, so maybe I'll just throw that in there. It probably won't have anything to do with the video, but okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? First, I'd have to find Mothball, because I still have a whole lot of plushies packed. So maybe I won't do it anytime soon, because oh gosh, where are Mothball and Screwball? Oh boy. You'll have to be patient for that one, because I had to find all my plushies again. Yeah, to find all my plushies again. Yeah, one of those Disney cons might be interesting. Or maybe I could try and make it to one of the Comic Cons. Who am I kidding? That would be next to impossible. There are some conventions in DC though, maybe. Okay, another question. I've been trying to make a dragon pony hybrid character, but I can't seem to decide which wing type to use. Or the use of a horn. Any help? Okay, see Samuels. I'm guessing the other parent than the dragon would be a unicorn, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, Bella's just dragon wings, no horn. Yeah, the horn's kind of hard to picture. I mean, you probably could. Problem with some OCs that people try to do is they try to make them a bit overpowered. I think the way I got away with that with Screwball was that sometimes she could go overboard, and because of that, she was kind of discouraged from using her powers to the max. I guess it's what prevented her from being a total Mary Sue. Well, you can look at my dragon hybrids with Apple Spike. He ended up with no wings. Well, that's because I was making this parent Spike, and at that point, I didn't know that Spike was going to get wings. How was I to know? No one knew until like season 8. Well, I think that should give you a few hints that when they start out as a baby, they would have no wings until they go through the molds. And now that we have a little more lore and world building that came with season 8, and that's something I actually appreciate about season 8. It wasn't the best season, but it did a lot of more world building that was necessary. And the question, the issue isn't power, it's the use of what kind of horn to use. Plus, they're not being designed as a Mary Sue, they're basically an illegitimate child raised in secret. Oh, what kind of horn to use? You could do double horns, or some dragon designs, you would have the horn on the nose, or, maybe like a curved horn, if you want double horns. I'm just pulling out suggestions here. One thing you could do is look up a whole bunch of dragons. Something I do when trying to design a fantasy character is I will look up other images, like I had to do this for Last of Myths. The novel I'm working on, like trying to think of how all the fantasy characters look and whether I want them to look exactly like that or just take inspiration from it. Like with fairies, do I want them to have like pointed ears like elves, or do I want my elves to be like Santa's elves or more like Lord of the Rings elves? Yeah. Anytime I'm looking for inspiration, like you can just look things up on the internet. Not just with fantasy characters. Actually, in the fanfic I'm writing, I was trying to think of something like a fancy ball gown outfit for one character, so I just kind of looked up black ball gowns and to give me some ideas, or just like hair designs, like ponytail ball designs or something like that. Yeah, and anytime you want to look for inspiration, just look up the internet, look up some images. All right, another question from Steve. Favorite element? For me, it's lightning/plasma. Do you mean element of nature? Well, if we want to go with like if we want to go with the four elements of nature, I'd have to say water. I like swimming. I like experimenting, writing about sea creatures. Actually funny that I haven't really done that in my fanfics as of late. I have been kind of doing it in my original stories. Oh yeah, and favorite element of harmony? Asked by Bella. Okay, is it not obvious? I love Applejack. Honesty. I mean, not just because I love Applejack, but honesty is very important, especially when it comes to any sort of relationship. Honesty. Kindness is pretty good too. You want to show a little kindness, and you want to be honest. That's kind of hard to do in guest services, especially when people aren't kind to you. Yeah, boy. Yeah, like I said, that lady the other day who was, blatantly insulting me just because I was blowing my nose and had used hand sanitizer afterward. Yeah, she was so rude. Even her husband was like, "Why are you being so difficult? She used hand sanitizer." Yeah, she wouldn't even let me touch her ID when I was checking it for her membership. Yeah, but I just smiled and like, trying not to totally scream at you or call you the B word. I wanted to, trust me. My job requires a whole lot of patience. Yeah, that's where the acting skills come into play. Okay, and see, we're getting more people in the chat. Okay, so now I'm right. Later times would actually be better for the next live stream. Good to know. 7 p.m. does not work. 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. will be better. Okay. Oh, Steve Samuels 3 asks, all right, another one related to an OC. I'm working on a pony who has a clock for a cutie mark. Their job being a clockmaker. Any ideas for character reference? Okay, if this is still a pony... Okay, sorry. The minute you said clock, I thought of Dr. Hooves. Yeah. Oh, YXGNHG. I'm just gonna say Y. Says that it's actually 1:15 a.m. for you. Whoops. Okay. Then maybe I don't know. I don't know. I guess for future, I should just kind of like do varied live streams. And it's 5:13 for you. No wonder people aren't here so late. Probably people in California are like a 3-hour time difference or just getting off work. Good to know. This will be good to know for when I do the charity live stream in December. I'll also have to check with the other voice actors I'm doing that with. Yeah. And what would be a good time for them. I guess in the end it would depend on when we can all get together. Oh, great. What was I saying? I was saying something about OCs for ponies. Well, you could go to like the random pony generator on on DeviantArt. Just click something random, maybe something will come to you. Actually, it's kind of what I did. I mean, when I was coming up with Dr. Discord OCs, I was not really, well, I wasn't randomizing it. I was just thinking, I was just like, playing with some colors. I was imagining and see how it would look. And like with, especially with the pony, the main 6 children, trying to think of how they looked. Yeah, I know that may sound weird, but just clicking random on the pony generator can give you some ideas. Okay, Bella Pink Savage. Hey DF, what are your favorite memories of BronyCon? Say as many as you want. Okay, GeoWiz, you'll like this one. I was standing in line, waiting for I was waiting for the results on the PMV contest, and this is like my first BronyCon back in 2013. And, we were waiting in line for a while, so I just started talking with the girl in line next to me. I'm like, so, did you enter the contest? Yeah, I did. What's your username? And she said that her username was 462GHA. And I'm like, oh, holy moly, I've actually watched your videos. Yeah, that was her name before she became Bridal Way Studios. And like really? Yeah, my name is Disney Fanatic 2364, and she's like, oh my gosh! So we just, so we just started chatting. We were like, oh my gosh, we can't believe it. We've seen each other's videos, and even more when her video had won, like, was it second or third place or fourth something in one of the categories? No, it was a while ago. Yeah, right behind us, this guy was like, hey, you're 462GHA? Yeah, and then he showed his OC plushie, and it was Daga Yamar, and who had done the My Little Disney, and well, that after that, he reached out to us on YouTube about making commercials, and well, the rest is history, and we ended up doing Saturday Morning Ponies for like 5 years. Yeah, that's definitely at the top of my BronyCon memories, and of course all the Saturday Morning Ponies panels that have followed that. Yeah, sorry, daughter of Discord. As much as I loved you, Saturday Morning Ponies was a huge part of BronyCon a lot longer for me. That was also another really good one is the Family Feud panel that Daga Yamar had ran. The first one, he was short on some contestants, and this is before he started taking contestants from the audience. He asked if, I think it was me and Gio, were you the other one he asked, or was it El Donde? I'm trying to remember. To participate in the Family Feud, and I ended up being on the same team as I Love Kim Possible a lot. Yeah, it was you, Gio. Okay, you were on the other team. Yeah, I ended up being on the same team as I Love Kim Possible a lot. I'm like, oh hi, you're I Love Kim Possible a lot? Yeah. And then I showed her my badge. And this was after she had made that review on Bride of Discord, and she's like, oh, hi. And I'm like, oh, don't worry. I actually laughed a whole lot while watching your review. So we're like, no hard feelings? Yeah, we just like agreed to be on the same team. And be civil. And yeah, I mean, contrary to what people may think, we get along pretty well. I mean, we may have differing opinions, especially when it comes to ships, but Kim is a pretty cool gal, and yeah, there's no bad blood between us, at least on my end. I mean, I did once joke that maybe we could do an epic rap battle on Fluttercord versus Celestia Cord as a joke. Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, people are probably still going to draw fan art. Though, you know what? I am curious to see her review on the finale. With Fluttercord becoming something. Sorry, Kim. I won that round. Okay, so Seabass, with Thanksgiving rolling around, I'm reminded that I have issues relating to finding worth in what I do. Sorry to bring down the mood like I am, but do you know the best way to see value in the daily life? That is a depressing question, I will say. I mean, I get why you asked. Trying to find things to be thankful for and valuing your everyday life. I'd say, for a start, you could focus on the little things that make your day. Like, in my case, my cat coming to cuddle me when I come home after a long day. Watching some Netflix show with my mom before heading off to work as I'm eating lunch. I get a lot of night shifts, so it's lunch. Watching a movie with my grandma. Like I will show her a bunch of Disney movies. Or little things like if you need to, like, take the advice from Irving Berlin. If you've ever watched White Christmas, the song "Counting Your Blessings" instead of sheep. Like as you're going to sleep, count your blessings, everything going good in your life. Oh boy. And Steve's going on to say, it becomes hard to go around and help and talk to others when I know you can do better than you're doing and my life is just as important as anyone's. I can feel this way too. Like, when you could be doing something better with your life at the moment, but the thing is, if you did something that was worthwhile every single day of your life, in the end, it probably wouldn't be worthwhile because then it'd be normal. And you're not going to solve world hunger or find a cure for the common cold in one day. That's for sure. It's not that. Actually, this is probably a quote from the TV show Mom. You're just on the road. You're just on the road to where you're going. This isn't your dream. You're just doing something in the meantime when going on for your dream. I didn't exactly write Bride of Discord in one day. That took a long time. And it even took longer before I got so many people supporting that. And, for it to actually be acknowledged in the fandom. Yeah, just, think. I will say, don't beat yourself up if you're not a total success yet. I'd say money-wise, I am not a total success yet, that is for sure. But you're just on your way. Me, for example, I am on my way to things. I'm just doing things a little bit at a time, working 2 jobs, and still living in my parents' house. Oh, okay, going on to Steve. Yeah, but even in the things I am good at, someone will always overshadow me. It just makes me seem like a speck of nothing for people around me. Even now, I'm sure I'm just wasting the stream time with my problems. Sorry. No, this is a good thing to talk about. Yeah, the fact is, there's always going to be someone better than you. I hate to say it, but there's always going to be someone better than you, and there's always going to be someone worse than you. Nobody is ever number one. You could be Michael Jordan, and I'm pretty sure he'll admit when somebody is better than him. Yeah, if someone else takes a shot before he can. And I am not number one in my craft. I know that. There's always going to be someone better than me, and instead of using that as someone to overshadow you, think of that as someone you can look up to. If there's someone you feel is better than you, just look at what they're doing and think if there's something you can take away from that. That's why I'm taking online master classes with writers like R.L. Stine and Neil Gaiman, who, they are writers I look up to and I want to learn from them. Not saying you have to copy every single famous person. Okay, Steve Samuels, can that even help if I don't even believe what I'm doing is good enough? If you keep thinking that what you're doing is not good enough, you're not going to be able to finish it. because you won't know unless you try. Like, especially if you're writing on the first draft, that, like, if it's not perfect the first time around, that's okay. That is what editing is for. You can just go back and look through it and fix it. And you never know what will happen. Like if you always have that doubt, then you're not going to be taking that plunge. Like, I know I've had doubts in my writing. There have been times when I was writing fan fictions and I'm like, am I wasting my time here? Because, I'm not making any money from this. And yeah, that is, I've had those thoughts sometimes. And, well, look what happened. And, I mean, not just with all the YouTube views, but, I would get comments like, yeah, I had a really bad day, and this cheered me up. Those are my favorite kind of comments. Like, people who have been having a bad day and just a little bit of their time was taken to read or watch something I've made, and yeah, it'd be good. Wow. So Steve is now saying, that's how I've been raised. My stuff has never been good enough to anyone, and I'll be told to be better even if it's my best. Who frickin' raised you, man? That is... wow. Okay. Wow. All I can say to that is get new parents. You can't do that. Sorry. That's not good advice at all. Yeah, parents who wanted you to succeed in academic life. Yeah, I think, I understand parents can put pressure on people, and they really just want you to be okay once you leave the nest. I know my parents will still hound me down on things. Maybe not so much on my creative work, but things like when I'm leaving the house in a tank top and my mom's just like, you really want to be wearing that? I'm like, Mom, it's 90 degrees out. Just get off my back. I'm not in high school anymore. Yeah, and, okay. YXG has a good point. Succeeding in academic life shouldn't come at the cost of their child's well-being, though. Okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. I know it can seem stressful when your parents are hounding you down on your grades, but that just means they want you to do better. They want you to succeed. They want you to go to college. In some cases, have opportunities that they didn't get. I'd say if it's a subject you do not like, I don't say totally fail at it, but just try your best at it. But if you don't get perfect, fine. If it's a class you do like, then do your best. I don't know. Grades are really just one person's way of measuring your worth. If you ask me, grades are a little bit blah. The grading system's weird. Yeah, yeah, but actually, if you're planning to go to college, they won't always just look at the grades. They'll also look at stuff you've done outside of school, your extracurriculars, like if you've written a book, in my case, then they'll see what your potential is, because they don't just measure your academic worth. I see. So I get it. This is all about writing, how it's good at. I'm just reading off of Steve's thing. And stories that you come up with and do the way being raised. It can never see your finished products as great. I see. So it seems like now nobody is telling you that your finished project isn't great. The only one who's telling you that it's not great is you. But I get why you think that. If you think you're the first writer who's ever had self-doubt. I mean, there have been a ton of writers who have thought that their own work wasn't great. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle hated Sherlock Holmes. Agatha Christie hated Poirot. Okay, I just want to point out that the Podbean Live is limited to 120 minutes. I just got a notification, so I have 30 minutes left before this live stream, before we have to finish this live stream. Okay, so we have 30 minutes left. So, I think just as an added note, yeah, don't think you've been wasting my time, because, yeah, you seem like a pretty great person. In fact, you're the only one who's donated in this entire live stream so far, so, yeah, don't think you're not worth anything. Like, you see, I mean, you even gave your donations and let someone else make their request. That is, wow. But yeah, writing can be tough, especially when you feel like it's no good. But you never know. Sometimes something you don't think is good may turn out to be pretty good. Like, I once wrote a short story that I didn't think was that impressive, but I'd given it a try and ended up being accepted into the magazine. Thing is, you never know how much you're going to be worth unless you try it. It's nothing special anyone could. That's true, anyone can write, but not everyone can write like you, and that's what makes a writer special. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, if you want, I'll check out your fan fiction when I have the time. Alright, so, feeling better? Yeah, everyone, let's give Steve here a cheer. Also some applause. Also because I want to play around with these sound effects. Okay, so as I've said, we got like 28 minutes before I have to end this stream. I have to do I get maximum 2 hours on Podbean here. So, for those of you who are new and just coming in, voice requests I am doing for a minimum of 50 cents, which if you click on the gift button at the bottom, it is 100 gold beans. Minimum 50 cents, 100 gold beans. And this can be voice acting with characters like, I do Applejack and Rainbow Dash and Derpy. I also got, if you were here earlier, you would have heard my Doofenshmirtz impression. or singing requests. So if I don't know the song, or if I do it badly, I'm up for doing another song that I probably do better. Okay, Bella Pink Savage. DF, do you like pumpkin pie? You better like it. I do love it. I love pumpkin pie. That's the problem with Thanksgiving. It's hard to keep your weight constant when there's all that turkey and stuffing and mashed potatoes and green beans and the gravy and the ham and the pumpkin and apple pie and the whipped cream and the crispy onions and the green beans, and I think you've broken me. You've broken me. Yeah. Great. You got me thinking food now. Nala here has never had pumpkin pie. This feels like a crime. Well, then again, pumpkin pie was not served at the first Thanksgiving. Oh, actually, I didn't think to mention this, but you know what? I might as well. My great something or other great grandfather had actually been on the Mayflower, so he would have been at the first Thanksgiving. So he didn't have pumpkin pie, but imagine he would have. Yeah, if you want to know, his name was William White. So yeah, he was on the Mayflower, and his last name was White. I cannot get any whiter. Yeah. Yeah. I cannot get any whiter, that's for sure. Yeah, I see Steve doesn't really like Thanksgiving food. Well, you don't necessarily have to have the traditional turkey and stuff for Thanksgiving. Like you can really have anything you want. You know, especially if you're vegan, you can eat whatever you like. Same with Christmas. Actually, one Christmas we had pierogies made by my mom and brother. Oh, I see Nala here is in the UK and don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so no one's ever made it for her. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Actually, when I was overseas, Thanksgiving wasn't a big deal. But since I went to an American school, we had like half the day off. It's because a lot of American students... Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I imagine in the UK you have your own little celebrations like, how's Guy Fawkes night over there? I hear that's a big thing. Okay, Steve Samuels asks, do you still do stuff with colored leaves? Not so much as I used to. I know we kind of did arts and crafts when I was working at the nursery school, but no, not so much. Mostly it's just get them out of the driveway these days. Yeah, also because we don't have a lot of trees around here. Yeah, I live in one of those communities. Oh, Sonella responding about my question on Guy Fawkes Night. Local clubs put on displays with fireworks and rides, so it's a pretty big deal. Sounds like 4th of July for us. Except you got those ritual dummy burnings. Oh, and you work in a nursery school too, Nala? That is so cool. Well, I used to work in a nursery school. Now I'm working in a movie theater and also assistant coaching chess, which I actually prefer. It's a lot less stressful if you're only working with the kids for like an hour a day. I mean, I like the kids, but my coworkers at the nursery school that I used to work at were insane. Really insane. One of my coworkers literally had me crying over spilt milk. I'm not kidding. Milk was spilt, and she was yelling at me, even though I was cleaning it up. Like, you need to focus. Like, but I wasn't the one who spilled it, and I was cleaning it up. What more do you want me to do? Oh, so Steve asks, quick question, would you want artwork of Screwball in a turkey costume made? That'd be pretty cool. I welcome all fan art, even though Screwball's technically not my character. She is property of Hasbro, and I kind of just reimagined her. I'd be all for any fan art. I allow it, but it is actually kind of funny that whenever people see Screwball, they associate with Daughter of Discord, when actually once upon a time she was popular for a little bit after she appeared in Return of Harmony, but now people kind of just give name me the creator of Screwball, even though I'm not. I mean, I was probably the first one to make her a fluttercord child somehow. Actually, someone wrote a fanfic to explain that. Yeah, to explain that. That because Screwball time traveled, that's how she appeared in Return of Harmony, which I will accept. Sonala says, I work 8-hour shifts in the 2 to 5 years room. It can be kind of stressful, but it's worth it. Yeah, I worked with the toddlers, the 1-year-olds. I liked that. Now I'm working with elementary school kids. Okay, so Steve, one last question before I leave. Opinions on the various films related to Thanksgiving. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen many movies relating to Thanksgiving. I've definitely seen a whole lot of TV specials, like Friends. I'm pretty sure people know that it's kind of tradition to watch a whole bunch of Thanksgiving specials for Friends. Or, the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. I think, they always make me hungry. Oh, and let me point out, because of the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special, you could just have junk food for Thanksgiving. There you go. I remember the Bewitched Thanksgiving special where they accidentally travel back to the first Thanksgiving. That was an interesting one. Also, and you know what? Considering this TV show was done in like the 70s, they actually, yeah, Bewitched was a lot more feminist than I realize now that I think about it. You know, they had Darren sitting down for Thanksgiving, but they didn't have Samantha and her Aunt Clara sit down for Thanksgiving because they were the women and they had to prepare the food. And like, don't they ever eat the food? And then Darren got accused of being a witch. Which is weird. I don't think were they doing witch burnings when they came over in the Mayflower? Probably not. All right. Okay. So good night, Steve. I see that it's time for you to go. For those of you who just come, I have 20 minutes left in this live stream because Podbean only allows 2 hours. And if you want me to do any voice requests before, now's the time to be doing it. Those have to be a minimum of 50 cents, aka 100 gold beans. Okay. So Nala, a real question now. Sorry if you've answered this before, but what's your favorite PMV set you've done? I know I've probably answered it before, but if I think about it, I think my favorite might have been the Beauty and the Beast ones. Well, I ended up doing the Broadway version and then the 2017 movie later. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that with Sunlight. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that with Sunlight, and I love doing the songs and, just kind of switching between ponies and humans. That was fun. Okay, so Gio's asking if I have Disney Plus. I actually answered this earlier in the chat before you arrived. I've not joined it because I already have enough streaming services. Sorry, Disney. I feel like I should. I'm a Disney fanatic, but, I'm trying to watch what I spend at the moment. I just spent like $240 on this recording booth. Yeah, thanks to donations from patrons and the Redbubble sales. Okay, so Bella Pink Savage. Hey, DF, if you could spend a day in Equestria, what would you do? Well, I definitely want to be a Pegasus and I'd want to fly. I've always wanted to fly on my own, not just in a plane. That would be fun. Come on, that would be fun. If I were in Equestria, I'd want to go to Sugar Cube Corner because those cakes look really good. Stop by Sweet Apple Acres, have some of those apple pies. I'd probably just get totally fat by the time I'm done in Equestria. Just saying. I suppose I can't go to the Golden Oaks Library anymore. I love libraries. I actually just went to the library today. I'd want to have tea with Fluttershy and Discord and convince them that they're together. Oh, come on. You knew something like that was going to be said. Fluttercourt all the way. Oh, yeah, and Chocolate Milk Rain. Chocolate Milk Rain is good. Okay, 17 minutes left. So if you have questions / voice requests, do them now, because I'm going to have to end the stream soon. Oh, but remember, in December, I'm going to be doing a charity live stream, and that money will all be going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I'll have some other guest VAs who will be joining me and who will be doing requests too and answering questions. For those, I will be asking for very small donations for questions, like not much, like just the 5 gold beans, 2.5 cents probably. Yeah, and and those who will be joining me are True Sailor Comet, Torterra 1324, and Cougar McDowell. Not set in stone yet. We'd have to. Yeah, we'd have to sort it out. Okay, and next question from Bella. If you could go back in time to your past self, what would you tell her? Funny that you asked that, because I actually did a Facebook post recently when people were finding pictures of themselves from 2009 and putting next to a picture of themselves in 2019 to show how much has happened in a decade, how much they've changed. And I actually said in that post, if I could go back in time and tell myself tell that awkward 14-year-old girl who was trying to get through a hellish 8th grade. Honestly, 2009 is a year I'm trying so hard to forget. Especially 2009. At that time, I was getting over my very first heartbreak. So if I could go back in time, I would tell myself, 1, girl, you are asexual and there is nothing wrong with that. And 2, you are going to be fine. Even if in 10 years you're still not going to be with a significant other, you are going to be just fine. Like you are going to do things that people are going to love. And more importantly, you're going to learn to love yourself. Because I did not love myself back in 2009. Yeah. You're going to learn you love yourself, sweetie. Yeah. Before you can love others, you need to learn to love yourself. All right. Okay. Things are getting emotional. Yeah. Come a long way since 2009. Who knew I would end up writing this really silly Fluttercord fanfic that would just end up getting a whole lot of people, like, what was it, like 8 million views on YouTube? I didn't check recently. Yeah, who knew? Well, now moving on. Actually, I'm almost finished with the original novel that I said I'd write for my New Year's resolution. I have like just 5 or 4 chapters left to write, and the first draft will be done. And of course, it'll be a while before you guys actually read the book, because, you know, I'd have to edit it, and then I'd have to send it to an agent, and then they'd have to send it to publishers. Yeah. Well, if you want to hear an excerpt, I have an excerpt available for $10 plus patrons. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Go to my Podbean page and become a patron. A lot of bonus episodes. And also some Redbubble merch. Check it out. Remember, 10% of my earnings from my podcast in November and December will be donated to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, including the live stream donations. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Yeah, I sound like a broken record here, don't I? Oh, come on! I need to eat too, and so do all those kids. Like they need their last dreams to come true. Yeah, definitely buy merchandise. And you know what? You can take advantage of the Black Friday sales that will come this week, and the royalties will still be the same. Okay. Oh, okay. Question from Nala: can we become patrons even if we use different currencies? Yes, you can. You can. It's the internet. Like, say if it's $1, it'll transfer into whatever dollar comes to in, like, euro or pounds. Depending on what currency you use. You know, online currency. I mean, I've even had people buy Redbubble merch from Australia. So, whatever the price was in dollars translated to... Oh, great. What do they use in Australia? I'm ashamed. I don't know. I know what they use in Romania. I know what they use in Poland. I know what they use in half of Europe. I don't know what they use in Australia. But yeah, that's the point. You can become patrons if you use different currencies. Okay, we got 12 minutes left. So, any last minute questions / voice requests? Okay, because so far, all from Steve Samuels, we've gotten 529 pod points, which translates to $5.29. It may not seem like much, but every little bit counts. Yeah, if you weren't here for the explanations, 100 pod points equals $1, and 2 gold beans equals 1 pod point, so 200 gold beans is $1. Okay, last question from Bella. What are your favorite Thanksgiving memories? I think definitely every time we watch a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, probably specifically in I think it was the 5th grade. Yeah, fifth grade when my teacher showed a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and because we were in Poland at the time, most of the kids had never seen it before. And so it was fun watching everybody's reactions to something I'd watched so many times. Maybe that's why I'll watch a whole bunch of reaction videos, because I like seeing how other people react to it. Yeah, when you're overseas in Poland, they don't know the Charlie Brown as much. Yeah, so, but it's good. I saw a bunch of 10 and 11-year-olds just react to those things the first time, especially when the chair attacks Snoopy. Little birdie. Yeah, that's Snoopy. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes, guys. So if you have something to ask, if you have a voice request, do it now. Let's see. All right, GeoWiz, have you been watching DuckTales? Are you excited for season 3? Yes, I am excited for season 3. I'm all caught up on DuckTales, and I have seen. I did see like the images that they released at the Disney Expo on season 3, like all the character designs of, characters from the 90s, like Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and Tailspin. I was so excited to see them, and also other characters from Darkwing Duck. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they do. That's what I love about this DuckTales reboot. It is, bringing back your childhood memories in the right way. I would watch those shows like over and over again. Even though I was in Austria, there was an English video store, and they had all these VHS tapes with like Chip and Dale and DuckTales and Tailspin and Gummy Bears. Actually, I don't know how many people remember the Adventures of the Gummy Bears. I loved how they referenced that in season 2. Yeah, I just watched those tapes over and over again. I'd rent them and watch them. I loved those. I mean, didn't have the whole series, but that was like the closest thing I had to the Toon Disney that I could get. Yeah, it was also actually where I watched My Little Pony for the first time, renting from that video store in Austria. They had the My Little Pony movie and like one tape with like 2 episodes of My Little Pony. The episode, Baby, It's Cold Outside. I remember really loving Megan, the main human girl. She was like, she visiting fantasy worlds, not real ones, but imaginary ones. So I liked Megan. And I hear they might be I hear they're bringing Megan back in Generation 5, so that'd be cool. All right. Oh, apparently I've been cut out for a second. Sorry about that. Well, we got 7 minutes left. So, anything else? Okay, well, just to remind everyone that to keep a lookout on the live stream that will be coming in December. Take advantage of Black Friday sales and buy some of my merch on Redbubble. Okay. Oh, Geo, you met the creators of DuckTales as well as some of the voice actors. Oh boy. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be too jealous. I've met some VAs at BronyCon, so yeah. Also met Lauren Faust at the last BronyCon. That was amazing. Yeah, I liked meeting Lauren Faust. I told her that My Little Pony had actually fixed my relationship with my brother, because it was something we both related to, and it finally made him unafraid of his sensitive side. Yeah. Oh, so Bella says that it's going to be her birthday next month. Well, happy early birthday. And it's around Christmas time. That must be fun. Yeah, my birthday is after Christmas. So what I've always loved about that is that whatever I don't get for Christmas, I get on my birthday. Yep. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Well, birthday's December 23rd. Good to know. Yeah, it's highly unlikely that the live stream will be as close to Christmas as this one was to Thanksgiving, because, everyone's going to be on vacation. I know I'm going to be busy with the Star Wars opening that's coming Christmas time.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, we already got sold out theaters for that one, so just saying, if you people want to see Star Wars, book your tickets in advance. If you want to see Frozen 2, book your tickets in advance, because I'm pretty sure in other theaters they are selling out as fast as they are at the theater I'm working at. Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many families I had to turn away. I'm like, I'm sorry, I only have 2 seats left at the showtime, and one of them is a wheelchair spot, so there's no actual seat there. I'm so sorry. Yeah, your parents are Star Wars nerds? Yeah, book your tickets in advance. I've had people booking their tickets 2 months in advance. You gotta hurry up. Okay, so now we got 4 minutes left. Almost done. Yeah, sadly, I cannot book my tickets as far in advance because of employee policies. Yeah, so I kind of have to wait till the storm dies down. Also, why my family's planning to watch Frozen 2 at a late showing, because those are less likely to sell out as like 7 o'clock showtimes. Oh yeah, AMC A-List. I actually work at an AMC, so there you go. I know all about what A-List is. I can tell you all the benefits right now, but I'm not working right now, so I won't. But yeah, okay. Oh yeah, Nala says that she booked tickets for Lion King 2019 2 weeks prior, and so lucky that did, because so many people got turned away. Well, good on you. Honestly, I'm surprised that the Lion King had actually made that much money, because, yeah, it was fun, but to be honest, it was pretty much the same movie. Ugh. Yeah, and you're gonna give me hate because The Lion King is not my favorite Disney movie. Oh, shush. Yeah, okay, and mostly because they did not confirm that Timon and Pumbaa were a couple. Ugh. Well, they could have, because they did it with LeFou. They could have done it with Timon and Pumbaa and then show that, 2 guys raising a child will just... It is not a problem, because Simba turned out fine, Yeah, but I will admit, the Timon and Pumbaa casting were pretty good for that one. Especially when they're like, every time that I farted, aren't you going to stop me? And he doesn't stop, and they can get away with it now because they're PG. 2 more minutes! Last chance! Last chance for any questions and voice requests. And I guess with voice requests, make them small. Probably have time for 1 voice request. Please? Yeah, and the next stream will probably be more fun because we'll have more people and more options for voices. And some guys, so any guy voices you have in mind. Alright. Okay, so I guess I'll just sign off. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you, Steve, for donating $5.29. And yeah, thank you for being so nice. Okay. So I'm gonna have to sign off, and I will tell you already that after this, I'm going to be reacting to Vizzy Pop's Hell of a Boss. The spinoff that takes place in the same universe as Has Been Hotel. So you'll see my new recording space, but thank you for coming. All right, and be sure to be on the lookout for the December charity live stream. All right, and for that, questions, we will accept donations. Questions will be cheaper than voice requests, but we'll still require donations for that one. All right, see ya, everybody. Keep on giving. And remember that true beauty comes from the kindness you show unto others, so show your kindness to me. And make a wish. More importantly, make a wish. All right, bye.